Hey, fellow explorers, check it out. Welcome to Xsploor Halloween. That's right, I'm reading you a spooky story every day this month in October. 31 different stories, and they're all there to scare you and make you laugh at the same time. They're funny little, cool little stories. Tonight, what story do we have for you? Well, let's find out. This is my good friend, Hallie. She always brings the stories that I read. Hallie, what story did you bring for us to read tonight? You know, I keep waiting for her to say just one word, but she never does. She gets stage fright. The camera's here and she's here. She's like, oh! She wants to tell you, but she can't because she's so scared. But you know what? She always brings the books, though. She never fails. Let's see what book she brought. Tacky and the Haunted Igloo. Wow. That looks like a whole lot of fun. Let's check this one out. Tacky is a penguin, I believe. Halloween was coming on nice icy land, and this year was special because the penguins had decided to turn their igloo into a haunted igloo. Ooh, wouldn't that be fun and scary for their trick-or-treat guests? That sure would. I've never seen a haunted igloo before. I've seen haunted houses, but a haunted igloo? Whoa! Look at, they've got spider webs on the ice cubes there, and pumpkins all around, and some little fake dead trees, and wow. Cool stuff. I like it. What happens next? For days, Goodly and Lovely had decorated their home with cobwebs, pumpkins, skeletons, warning signs, and all things Halloweeny. Meanwhile, Angel, neatly and perfect, worked on the treats. Yummy, gummy Swedish fish, batsicles, and awful waffles. Awful waffles! Look at the waffles! They have like scary faces on them. Rawr. Those would be kind of awful, wouldn't they? Wow, but look at those batsicles. Mmm. They look quite tasty, huh? And even the Swedish fish, I love Swedish fish. They're great, huh? And it says, the sign there inside the igloo says, welcome to the not-so-nice icy land. Ooh. And what did Tacky the penguin do? Snacky Tacky sampled the treats by the dozen and pronounced them beak-smacking good. Well, that's nice to sample them, but it looks like he's pretty much eating all of them, right? There's nothing left. The whole bowl of Swedish fish is gone. All the batsicles are gone. All the horror waffles, the awful waffles, they're all gone. Wow, Tacky is one greedy penguin, huh? When the morning of the big Halloween night rolled around, the penguins had a staff meeting. Who was going to haunt the haunted igloo? They were, of course, and that meant they had to choose very scary costumes. I'm scared of insects, said Goodly. So Goodly became an insect. It's a nice looking one too, huh? I'm afraid of the dark, admitted Lovely. So Lovely wore a dark outfit with a big black mustache. It's like kind of a big black bird or something. And well, that's what the penguin is, right? A big black bird. So kind of like just playing themselves. The scariest thing I can think of are monsters, stammered Angel, who had become a monster. Look at that. A big blue monster with red horns. Wow. And thunder and lightning are worse, added neatly in a stormy outfit. As for me, announced Perfect, I'm afraid of bubbles. Bubbles? Bubbles? But Perfect was perfect, so no one dared ask any questions. Perfect's afraid of bubbles. Are you afraid of bubbles? I love bubbles! Huh, nothing is more fun than a bubble bath, right? Bubbles. Silly. Silly penguin. Now, the companions turned to Tacky. Tacky, what are you afraid of? Tacky couldn't think of a single thing that frightened him. Nothing. But, cried his companions, you can't wear nothing. It's Halloween. Think, Tacky, think. So Tacky waddled off to a thinking place. And thunk. And thunk. And thunk. Zzz. Tacky didn't just think. Tacky fell asleep. He thunked so much he fell asleep, huh? He's like, I'm so tired. Well, what's going to happen to Tacky now? I'm about to find out. That evening, the first trick-or-treaters arrived at the haunted igloo, shivering in delight at the scary sounds, like the buzz of an insect and the blub of a bubble. What a big long line of penguin trick-or-treaters, look at that. Cobwebs surrounded the visitors and skeletons popped out of the walls. Ooh, it was so scary. The trick-or-treaters kept coming and coming and coming. Wow, that's a long line of trick-or-treaters, huh? A very long line. Look at, there's a giraffe trick-or-treater, a mummy one, a witch, a cowboy, a princess, a cow. There's two penguins making up a horse trick-or-treater, and the very end is a pumpkin. Oh, look at that. And when they had been scared silly, they all departed happily, with shivering spines, feathers on end, and bags loaded with Swedish fish, basticles, and awful waffles. This was the best haunted igloo in the history of the world! But wait, things were going too well. Where, oh where was Tacky? Had he forgotten it was Halloween? Knock, bangity knock. The entire igloo clinked as it shook. Who could be banging so loudly? The noise hurt their ear places. Who could it be? Who could be knocking? With caution, goodly, lovely, angel, neatly and perfect, creaked the door opened. And there stood 3 ghosts. 3 ghosts who's wasted no time in announcing, "We're trick-or-treating ghosties, and we ain't no toothy fairies. So give us all your yummy treats, or we do something scary." Ooh. I wonder who the ghosts are, huh? There's 3 of them. Who could they be? Give us all your yummy treats. Now that really was scary. And the reason it really was scary was that there were no yummy treats left. Thanks to the visitors, and especially thanks to Snacky Tacky, not a Swedish fish, scale, bassicle drip, or awful waffle crumb remained. Oh no! The 3 ghosts searched high, low, and sideways for signs of a treat. Nothing. Uh-oh. There'll be 3 angry ghosts now, huh? So they're getting no treats. Time for tricks, right? And after finding nothing, they've whipped off their costumes. Gasped! The hunters were back! We're not called hunters for nothing, they growled, and with that they began the chase. Oh, look at wolves and coyotes and bears. Oh, this is terrible. Gonna catch some pretty penguins, and we'll grab them by the toe, and we'll plop them in our treatsy bags. Hody ho ho. Oh no, the poor penguins. Run, penguins, run! Oh, the penguins are gonna get caught, huh? Poor penguins. What's gonna happen to them now? All this commotion disturbed Tacky's nap. Thinking. Must be party time, he thought as he rushed to get ready. Busting onto the scene, he shouted, "Is this a scary costume or what?" Huh, he's dressed as a hunter. Maybe he'll fool them into thinking that he's one of them, huh? His companions pointed frantically to the big bullies in the doorway. Tacky waddled right up to the biggest hunter, gave him a friendly flipper slap, and exclaimed, "Oh, howdy do, bro!" Bro? Bro? The hunter went from looking mean to looking slightly confused. Bro? Like in brother? He mumbled. Look at, he looks just like the big one, huh? He looks just like that big bear. Tacky's dressed exactly the same. Oh my goodness, he does look like his brother, huh? As he looked at Tacky more closely, the big fellow began to get nervous. Him's got the same bootsies, yep. Same pantsies, shirty, and suspender enderers. Same scarfy, yep. And looky, him's hat's just like mine. Gotta be my brother. And then a worse thought hit him, right in his itty-bitty brain. But wait, him's just exactly like me. Him's me twin brother. Then me's a twin. And so scary looking. Me scared of myself. You know, that bear hunter's not too bright, is he? Kind of a silly dumb bear, isn't he? Oh well. Let's see what happens next. And at that, all 3 hunters dove their furry paws over their eyes. So there the penguins were, stuck with 3 shaking and shivering hunters under their kitchen table. Can you beat that? The hunters came in, ready to hunt and catch those penguins, and now they're scared, hiding underneath the penguins' table. What's going to happen? How long would they stay there? A week? A month? Forever? The shivering would wobble the table so the soup would spill. And where would they put their webbies when they sat down to eat? Silly hunters, huh? They're afraid of nothing. Silly. There were no treats left to coax them out. Maybe, just maybe, they could frighten them away. So they tried their best, or worse, haunting noises. Bzzz went the insect. Wubba wubba moaned the dark one. Yeeech! Screeched the monster. Boomity boom! Roared the thunder. Blub 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 bubbled the bubble. The hunters didn't budge. Then Tacky chirped. Hey bro, I'm coming home with you! Well, that did it. Up popped Big Bro. He's like, no, you're not coming home with me, right? As he and his buddies fled the igloo, the hunter called, You's not coming home with me, twinsy brother. You be's too scary. He galloped away as fast as he could go, wondering, does me have a beak like me twin brother? And his sidekicks hissed, you think you was scared? We were seeing double. Two of you was twice as scary. They're all pretty dumb and scared, huh? Good riddance to a lot of them, huh? The penguins don't need those guys around. Back in the igloo, goodly, lovely, angel, neatly and perfect hugged Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird, but a nice bird to have around. Well, good for them. Tacky turned out to be a hero at the end, not just someone who ate all the candy. Good for him. And by the way, this book is written by Helen Lester and illustrated by Lynn Munsinger. Wow. That was a great book. I hope you enjoyed it. Check it out if you see it somewhere in the library or in the store. And I have more scary stories for you. That's right. Remember, I'm reading 31 scary stories just for you. One for every day of October, the Halloween month. Not just a day, an entire month. All right. Check you out in the next story. Bye-bye.